What's up? What's up? It's your boy Clayton Arzino, and on today I'm going to be reacting to this quick video here. I did see it, a few seconds of it. I didn't watch the whole clip because I felt like it would be pretty good to react to, right? This seems to be a liberal gentleman here, and let's see what he fully has to say here, right?
The real crisis in the United States is the amount of men who are willing to destroy this country and the world just to prove how much of a man they are. Not to women, not even to themselves, but to other men. They will burn down forests, they will roll coal, hate electric cars, mock empathy, vote against women's rights, vote against POC rights, refuse therapy, stockpile weapons, deny climate change, mock anything soft, just to be validated by other men who are.
Slow the hell down. All right. Let's start from one, right? It seems to me like he automatically has a problem with regular masculine men, right? And it seems like it's been a conversation over the last couple of years. Masculine men, what is masculinity? Hyper masculine. Being a man is just being a man. Like it's not all this beating on my chest type shit. It's literally understanding I got a goal in mind. What can I do to achieve that goal? Simple as that. If the goal is, hey, I got to get a car, okay, what do I have to do? How much overtime do I have to work? What extra things do I have to do to get to that point where I could purchase that vehicle? Finishing college, heck, even with businesses, right? And it also seems like society doesn't want men to be men anymore, or try to make us as men feel bad for literally just being genetically what we are. You know, like it's a reason why when boys are little, they're always fighting and always trying to be competitive against any little boy that's around their age. It's something that's ingrained in us genetically. We can't change it. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason why dudes have typically deeper voices. It's just what it is. It's in our blood. I don't like when other dudes try to piggyback on that and try to go against what's genetically us. I ain't trying to talk about dude, but you kind of tell he might not have or might not have felt like he was a man. Maybe I don't know. Maybe his environment didn't really make him feel comfortable with being, male, just a regular straight up dude. But let me finish playing because it's a very, very short video.
Who are just as broken, angry, and afraid as they are. Their masculinity isn't about strength, it's about fear. Fear of being perceived as weak, fear of being perceived as gentle, fear of not being approved by a father, a coach, a peer group.
It it's not a fear of not being approved, right? It Yeah, maybe with the father situation, but that's what fathers are supposed to do for their sons. Like, and that's what coaches supposed to do for their players. They're supposed to be on their head. That comes with the territory. I don't. He wouldn't be a coach, and he damn sure wouldn't be a good one if he didn't get on his player's ass. Like that's sports in general, right? That's what a father is supposed to do. You're supposed to be a bit harder on your sons because you understand the shit that they're going to have to endure as a man to get to where they need to go. It's going to be a lot of times where you could be like, I'm good, bro. I ain't doing it. I just go back and chill and, just take something simple. But he's not, ideally, he doesn't want to rage a son that's average. He wants to raise a son that's above average, especially if their father had to go through those things to get to a certain point in his life and his career as well. You want to put that kind of energy into your son. I don't know why he's kind of making it seem like it's a bad thing to be a little tough on boys. You know, being tough on men. We have to. That's literally how we got the world built. If there wasn't hard times that men had to fight through and endure through to get to a certain point, he wouldn't have a lot of the luxuries that, he's living with. Like, I don't like when dudes go against like what we supposed to be doing as men. It don't matter if they white, black, and different, and you a black dude, bro, Anywho, let me finish playing the video before I really just go off.
Group who taught them that dominance equals worth.
That that's being a man. In everything we do, we want to be the best. We don't get in it, or we shouldn't get in it, to be average, to be second place, to be okay. We don't get into business. I didn't get in. I didn't get into this to just be a okay, iffy, every so often content creator. Like I got in this to show what I know, not only show what I know, show who I am, show my personality, and at the same time be able to spread awareness about us black men being better. But obviously, it's other black men that essentially are saying that the world is effed up because we want to be better. That we should just be okay with being in our feelings, just accepting average, not being dominant, not having a certain kind of mindset. Again, everything I talk about, it comes back to a mindset. Having a certain kind of mindset to dominate, having a certain kind of mindset to win. Yeah, we know we might not always get first place or win the top prize or be the best, right? But we want to do everything that we can to put ourselves in that position. Just saying.
And look, I'll be honest, I used to be part of this. I was chasing acceptance from other men, but I escaped it over time.
You're viewing it all wrong. That's the problem. You thinking that we chasing acceptance. No, we're chasing to be the best. We're chasing greatness. I'm not trying to sound like a Gatorade or a Nike commercial, but that's literally what we do. Like in theory, we want to be the best person. I I don't know what.
Because I had to. Because that version of masculinity, like any type of power, doesn't love anyone. It doesn't even love itself. It's a path to destruction, not connection.
Family, we not in it to be loved. We not in it. We in it to be great, bro. When you're great, love, money, accolades, attention, all that'll come with it. Also hate as well. But we're in it to be something. We're in it to get to a certain level in life. We're in it to be number one. If you're not doing it again for a certain goal to be the best or to get to a certain higher level, then what the hell are you doing it for? Like I don't know what he went through in life to make him view being great or striving for greatness as a negative thing or make him feel like he's trying to live up to someone else's expectations. But bro, you got to expect that from yourself. That has to come from internal expectations. I want to be the best. If you don't got it, just say that. Just say that, my boy.
And it's killing a lot of people, slowly, loudly, violently. We don't need more men performing masculinity. What we need is more men healing, doing shadow work, listening and unlearning that their worth has to be tied to horsepower, hardness, and harm.
You, the only thing I kind of agree with is having the masculinity tied to horsepower, hardness, being the hardest nigga out there. And okay, I get that, right? I'm not saying that fast cars, fighting people in the streets, I'm not saying that's real masculine. So that's about the only thing I can kind of somewhat agree with him on. But outside of that, like, bro, you are literally trying to make it okay to be second place. And then with the whole shadow work, like, maybe it's some prior things you have to learn that maybe if you didn't grow up with many masculine men around, you might never understood why a lot of things happen in your life. Once you understand that, and especially if you come from the patriarchy, uh, I mean not the patriarchy, the matriarchy, which was typically led by a grandmother, mother, aunts. Those are the most important people in your lives. Like it's not much men, older men, masculine men, right around. If you come from the matriarchy, yeah, you might have to do some sort of work to understand, like, yo, I love y'all, but I gotta separate myself because there's certain things of myself that I didn't get through y'all, and I couldn't have gotten through y'all. They know that, but anyway, that's another whole conversation about what again, picking the best kind of masculine men to have around certain younger men, right? With that being a great father, a great men in the neighborhood. But anyway, men, we don't really need to be dealing with that shadow work shit. I honestly believe us as men, we should have our goals set and just go. Just go. Be consistent in whatever we do. Whatever business you want to go into, school, your career, show up, perform. Also have the mindset of moving up, have the mindset of more. You know, we say what you want, but you wouldn't be able to fly from New York to LA if we didn't do some work and get more of the country. Regardless of how we went about it, it was the mindset of, hey, from sea to shining sea, we need to have this. We need to control this. If you don't, if they didn't have the mindset of, hey, we need to actually get away from horse carriages and start building these things called automobiles, right? You wouldn't have the wonderful world that we have now, where we have literally what 120, 130, 150 years almost of just automobiles, right? We wouldn't be able to get from certain places in a certain amount of time because either we would have to walk or horseback, which again, horseback was at that time I think it was around for like hundreds of years. So considering that automobiles have only been around for a little bit past 100 years, we wouldn't have gotten to that point if men was just like, we're just gonna be okay. We're not gonna strive and try to do the best, right? Competition is what makes things great. That's what makes the country great. If we didn't try to compete as far as who's better, okay, well, how can you do this better? How can they do this better? Well, how can we do this better? Like it's always a competition, but in a way in which it makes the world around us great. I don't know what this guy here. I don't know what he's going through, but let me finish up the video. Oh,
Because real strength is choosing life. It needs to be lived with softness, with clarity, and with soul, because that's what it means to be human. Later. Okay, but let me level.
this nigga said softness. Hey, nah, bro. No. I can't let you do that one, bro. I can't let you
Crisis
do
in the
that.
United States is the amount of men
No,
who are
shut his
willing to
ass up.
destroy this
Shut his
country
ass
and the
up.
world just to prove how
Shut
much of a
his ass up. Thank you. This man said it should be lived with softness. That should let you know he might be a cool, nice guy, but dog, you ain't the dude that we need. You know, you're not the dude that we need to have in our community, right? You're not the dude that needs to be in the black community. You know what I'm saying? You can't have that mindset and expect for things to progress, expect for us to become more, right? Expect for us to become better. Um, Actually, let me see something. Be a little nosy here. Pull it back up. Let me see something. All right. Come on, bro. One, two. I'm pretty sure they got to be a woman, right? Three. Ain't nothing but women in his comment section. Okay, in this. No, 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 no. Y'all trying to make me leave. Look at this. Look at this. See, you only got certain women, liberal women, that's okay in this, man. And this shit ain't okay. And then blame women for why they aren't better. You don't want to be better. Why the F are you asking people you hate to save you? Okay, yeah. Shout out to dude, man. You know, making this content. We all in this content creator gang together. Uh, but bro, I'ma just have to disagree with you. I'm gonna have to openly 100% disagree over the top because what you were saying was some bullshit, bro. I don't agree at all. That kind of thinking, especially the women, and then it's women okaying it. And what's funny is 9 times out of 10, the same dudes that act like that, that would want to deal with them and want to talk to the women, oh y'all gonna friend zone them every time. I'm telling you, I'm telling you what I know, bro. I've seen it done before, plenty of times. Those same dudes that operate like him and think like him, they're gonna get friend zoned, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro. It happens every time. But this has been my reaction. It was a little lengthy, but nah, that actually kind of got me heated because I ain't trying to have us being set back. We've been set back too far and too long. I'm a part of the army of people that's out there trying to get us set in the right direction. Calling out the bullshit, one TikTok, one Instagram, one Facebook, what else is out there? One X, one video, one social media post at a time. We gonna get this shit together. We gonna be back on track as a culture, as in the community. But it might be some kicking and screaming along the way, but we gonna be all right, and we gonna be back to good, back to normal, whatever. Actually, better than we were, right? But thank you guys so much for watching today. Until next time, peace. Like and subscribe for more of my reactions and more Xenocast content coming up.